You tell him, girl. You tell him. Tell him you're just trying to chill out and they're jumping all over fighting, huh? You're such a pretty girl. You're such a pretty girl. Oh, yeah. I love you, too. I love you, too. You're such a pretty one. Yes, you are. Hey, everybody. 420 Jim and Betty here. Hi, Betty. Yeah. Say, I'm Betty. Little Miss Betty. Little Miss Betty. Where's my favorite? Yes, it was. They're so cute. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Mine was uneventful, so we'll say it was a good one. I got to spend it with my puppies here. Today's been a pretty good day. I've just been kicking back, celebrating the Sabbath. I didn't put out the sign, the flags, none of that today. I just kind of took a day to myself. Me and the doggies. Woo, they're going at it. Well, I had one person for a minute and it says they went away. I'm sorry. Oh, maybe this won't be a long live tonight. Let's see if anybody joins in or not. This might be a short one. Of course, there's nothing new that happened, so. Hey, you trying to get in trouble there, boy? Look like you was trying to eat my couch. You know better than that. Hey, 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 somebody say something. Mwah. Huh. Say, somebody say something. They don't get it. They didn't even type the word something. What's up, Ray? Whew. Well, thank you. It's one of my favorite ones. I've got a bunch, but this is one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites. Huh? Huh? Isn't it? No, I ain't got nothing for either one of you. That's a piece of trash. That's a piece of trash. I just been kicking back, enjoying the AC today. They had nothing else to do. I might have had one or two people stop by if I had my flags and stuff out, but I don't know. I did twice see someone park behind me for a minute, but they never got out or come towards the door or nothing, so. Going to do a little house cleaning tomorrow. I'll probably have the flags and signs and stuff out tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to do some house cleaning. Got to get ready to go back to Springfield next week. Einstein, what are you doing? You're going to let your little boy get in trouble. Get him, Betty. Tell him chill out. Move, Lulu. What do you want? Move. Tell her. Woof, woof. Tell her. Well, I guess there's not a whole lot going on today. I don't hear nothing from no one or nothing, so. Guess Will and Frankie's probably at work. Hey, remember, this is about nobody belongs in jail for weed. Please sign the petition in the description of the video at 420gym.com. Everybody needs a little cannabis and everybody needs a little Jesus. Hey, One World Life, not a whole lot. I hope you had a happy Independence Day. I'm doing pretty good. Other than the sun shining in the window at me right at the moment. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. As what? Ah. Oh, right on. Yeah, I don't eat catfish no more, though. I mean, they're probably nowhere near as bad as this crap that we eat out of the stores that are processed and stuff, these other foods. But yeah, I don't eat the catfish. Right on. Heck, a few years back, over there at Awesome Possum, they got the river runs through the back of their property. One guy out there, Michael, and he caught some really, really giant catfish out of there. And we'd cook them all the time. 5, 6 years ago, whenever it was. They were damn big. I mean, big. 20-pounders or better. Yo, Will. What's up, my man? I hope your job's going good or went good, whatever. Ah, there you go. Well, one thing I learned about fish, though, if you're going to freeze them, if you want to them to taste like they were never frozen, there's a trick, my friend. There's a trick. Yes. Clean them. Fillet them, gut them and all. But that's it. That's it. Do not rinse them and wash them off. Freeze them. When you unthaw them is when you rinse them off and everything. Man, I tell you what, it makes a difference. Old fisherman taught me that one. You don't really wash the fillets. You know, a lot of people, they clean it, wash everything, didn't freeze them. Freeze them in the juices and the natural juices, all that stuff. It's cool. As long as your fish is clean, you know, you're not... Just like cooking a lobster or a crab in seawater. Man, it tastes 10 times better cooking it in seawater opposed to tap water. I don't know the thing about it or whatever, but I know it does. That was a trick taught to me a long time ago. Picking up grandkids. Yeah, but you'll know next time if you go to freeze them. Yeah. I mean, you clean the fish and all, but you just don't rinse and scrub the fillet like you would normally to cook it. Just freeze it like that and all of its juices and shit. And then when you go and unthaw it, rinse it off and fry it, man. It makes a difference. Just like a chili dog. I never thought it would make much difference at all until I tried it one time. And I'm like, oh my God, it made so much difference in the world and it was great. Lettuce. Before you make a couple of chili dogs, take you a couple pieces of lettuce, a couple of them nice leaves of lettuce, put them down, then your buns, then your chili dogs and cheese up. Oh my gosh, that simple addition of a little lettuce to it changes the whole flavor, makes it out of this world. Oh, I hear you. Man, I used to love it on the boats. A ling cod or something, I'd do it for myself. But a lot of times I would have people ask me, you know, hey, if I catch a fish, will you cook it for me for lunch or whatever? And sure enough, I love right from the fillet table, literally from the fillet table to the grill. Nothing like it. You freshest fish you ever ate. Well, it depends on how long you're gonna store them or anything. You know, if I'm going to keep them for more than 6 hours, I definitely would want to clean them and gut them and everything, and then put them back on ice. You know, you don't have to wash the slime, the blood, and all that away, but to get the guts out of them, the gills and all that stuff, yeah. Yeah, I'd want to gut them and clean them if I wasn't going to do nothing with them within 6 hours, unless I was using them for fertilizer. The best way to grow any plant, pot, corn, whatever, go fish and bury a couple catfish or fish in a hole, plant your plant over it a couple months later and watch it grow. Oh yeah, that ain't no problem. You can keep them an easy 6 hours without having to gut them, but after 6 to 8 hours, I'd question it, even on ice. There is one fish in the ocean that will tell you whether it's bad or not. If it's been too long, you know, got too warm, whatever, it went sour, and that's the mai-mai. Known as the dolphin fish. Their eyes will stay green as long as the meat's fresh. But if you look them in the eye and it's got a red eye, yeah, the meat went bad. I always thought that was pretty cool. There you go, Will. Either way. Yeah. Yeah, as long as they're on ice or whatnot, yeah, you're good. You got a good 6 hours before you have to gut them or anything. Now, if you have them on a stringer in the bank, they're probably alive. So, you know, I've had them on stringers for all day long. You know, Same with your live well. So it's when it dies when that clock starts ticking. It tastes good, but what tastes good, but hey, Will, send me that information and stuff whenever you might get that other thing done for me. I asked you if you could get another one set up. Let me know when you. I mean, no rush, but don't forget me, will you? Oh, look who this stupid Alex whatever is. Goodbye, stupid. I don't care about Diddy. Well, they are mainly green and yellow, but they turn blue and they turn every color of the rainbow and jump out of the water when you catch them. Bull dolphins. Yeah, I love catching them, and they're one of the best eating fish in the sea. Mahi mahi. The bull dolphin. Oh yeah. Fun as hell to fight, fun as hell to catch. They jump and they turn all kind of color as they reflect and jump out of the water. Yeah, awesome, awesome fish. Yeah, I appreciate that because I wanna build up a private group on it. Well, man, I don't know about even better, but yeah, deep fried's good. Deep fried's good. I like fish from sashimi to whatever. You can steam it, you can bake it, you can poach it, you can fry it, you can serve it raw. I like fish. Huh. I wonder why. I've had it just about every way you can imagine, and it hasn't made me sick, knock on wood. And when you eat it raw, the sashimi or whatnot, it's actually the soy sauce that cooks it. It is raw, but it's not. The soy sauce kills any bacteria or whatever that there's supposedly a science or a reason behind it. Probably bullshit, but knock on wood, I've never got sick or got no one sick serving it. Many a time on the tuna boats, people want me to make them some sashimi. Oh yeah, it is the flavor because you can take the same fish and do it 3 or 4 different ways, and it will have 3 or 4 different flavors. You're absolutely right. Like I say, just like cooking crabs or lobster or anything like that, if you boil it in seawater instead of tap water, it makes all the difference in the world. See, that could have been a bad fish, not necessarily the way it was cooked. Or it could have been undercooked, or there's a lot of different things that could have been. High back. Oh, Will, I could live on fish. I could live on fish. Now that I cut out catfish and crabs and shrimp and stuff, though, it's kind of hard. 'Cause, man, those were the best. That's why we're not supposed to eat them. Yeah, or just a bad fish. Oh, I hear you. But sushi, like I say, sushi and sashimi and all, you just don't use any old fish. Usually it's a tuna or something like that, to where, and like I say, it's probably been soaked in soy sauce at one time. So it is raw, but it's not. It's safe to eat. Let's put it that way.
What are you going to say, huh?
Yeah, it's a shame they took my It's a shame they took my Facebook permanently away, because hell, I'm only a month away or so from getting my scuba tank certified, where I can get it filled with air. And I could do a couple damn dive pictures maybe or something while I'm down in Florida. So I need to get a Facebook so I can make my private group and all, and I'll still do that. Oh, I hear you. If I had something that just, I couldn't get past the memory, I'd probably pass on it. Oh, I love crab too, but, now that I've really came around, studying and whatnot, yeah, I don't think we're supposed to be eating the cockroaches of the sea. Everything bad and whatnot that goes in that ocean and to the bottom, yeah, catfish, crabs, shrimp. Kind of like the pork thing. I feel a lot better. I cut out pork. I'll see how I feel now that I cut out catfish and shrimp and stuff. Oh, I need Facebook just because I got a few friends on it I love to keep in touch with, including my family. But it's not going to be public. It's going to be private this time. It'll be private. Spider-Man. What's up, Peter? Oh, yeah. Where am I? Sitting in my RV called the Cannebago, where Walmart was born, Bentonville, Arkansas. Why he wants to see the dogs? You see them jumping around behind me. I don't hide them. They play behind me all the time. Come here, shake. You good boy. Yeah. Can you speak? Can you talk? Speak. Good boy, Einstein. Shake. Come on, shake. Come on, shake. Good boy. And that's Mama. Oh, we can't forget Black Betty. Bam shabam. We can't forget Black Betty. Yo, Black Betty. Oh, yo, I love you. Oh, yes. I love showing off my babies. Huh. I love showing off my babies. They so damn spoiled. Look at me. All these cuts and scratches and shit. They chew my couch, my shoes, my brush, They're so damn spoiled it ain't funny. Ain't they right? Look, they already got my glasses. go with an old fried rice. What's that? Something duster. I don't know what that is. Do you support dabs? Yeah, dabs are all right. I mean, they're concentrated. They're man-made. They're not made by the man above. See, that's where you got to get into. God don't make alcohol, but he makes the grapes, and man processes it to make alcohol. God didn't make dabs. Man has to process it to make them. So, it is from God, but yet it's processed from man. But, yeah, dabs are a lot cheaper than flour. But there are some people that really, overdo it with the dabs, you might say. But, yeah. No, if you came by and had a dab pen or a dab for me, I'd probably take one or two. Oh, a Vietnamese noodle and soup dish, right on. Get rid of who? Sushi spring rolls, there you go. Right on, dude, right on. I wish I was in a legal state. I'd be smoking with you. No secret to my beard. 5 years ago, my youngest granddaughter asked me not to cut my hair at all. Shave or cut my hair. So that's it. I just let it grow for 5 years now. Well, there you go. Yeah, I actually prefer regular weed from back in the day. A lot of the weed from the dispensaries and stuff is nothing but pure garbage. That's why I tell people, you see your local dealer, he's probably got better weed and stuff than a lot of the processed bullshit you get out of dispensaries. A lot of the dispensary weed's processed bullshit now. There you go. Hey, Shore Trooper, you're absolutely right. I agree with you 100%. Smoking's bad for anybody. It is, whether it's cigarettes, whether it's cannabis, whatever it is, you're absolutely right. We shouldn't put nothing in our temples. Nothing in our temples like that. But then again, we're not supposed to judge people that do. But you did point out a good fact. Smoking's bad for anybody. But you know what? Did God mind if you got high on pot? No. You know why I can tell you that and stand behind it and prove it? He gave us every herb, which cannabis is an herb, look it up. He gave us every herb bearing seeds for what? Meat to eat. You're absolutely right. We're not supposed to be smoking pot like we do tobacco to get high from it. Nope. Nope. But show me in the Bible where it says you can't heat your meat. Show me that one. Because if you boil it and eat it, or drink the tea from boiling it and so forth, you cook it in a brownie, you cook it in a stew, you get it heated up to that magic number where the force field comes away, you're going to get high from it. So did the Creator mind if we felt the euphoria off the cannabis plant? Hell no. Would I say that we're supposed to smoke it and put it in our lungs? No. See, I'm not that person. I won't lie to you, won't bullshit you or nothing. Do I? Yes. But I was a 40-plus year cigarette smoker, and you or nobody else give a damn. You know? Hell, back when I was growing up, they had all the cool commercials and Marble Miles and Camel Points and shit, you know? Yeah. But you're right. We shouldn't put nothing in our lungs. No smoke. Smoking is bad. But cigarette smoking 100 times worse than cannabis. See, you didn't say that. You just said smoking's bad, which I got to agree. But cigarettes have got up to 200 chemicals the government says they can put on it. Thank God, I don't know about the dispensaries, but thank God they don't put that many on the cannabis. And the sums that they do is the cannabis that I don't like I say, these dispensaries with the profit in mind and putting all these chemicals and growing it in chemicals instead of the soil or the earth and stuff. Yeah, I'll smoke it if you came by and turned me on and whatnot, but I would prefer to have a bud back from the 70s any day of the week than any of this stuff nowadays. A fish and cook video. Grow at home. That'd be the best, man. The best you could do is grow at home with heirloom seeds. None of this genetically modified, guaranteed female bullshit. Yep, say no to smoke. What about edibles? See, cannabis is an awesome plant. It has a force field around it. That bud has a force field around it. Each bud's got a force field. And until that force field is broken, it is THCA, acid. Every cannabis plant there is THCA. That's why when you get all these tests, THCA and THC, it's bullshit. It's pure bullshit. It's all THCA, so it's got a test for that. But how do they tell you it's the THC? Because it has to have heat applied to it to turn it into THC. And it's so many degrees for so many minutes. And if it gets too high or too low, it don't, get that perfect in the middle euphoria, whatever. But to break the force field, heat has to be applied. That's why smoking it, vaping it, cooking it in a brownie, cooking it in the butter, making candy stuff, gets you high. Because you converted that plant from THCA to THC. For years, everybody got busted for THC, and it was a lie. They had THCA. None of us had THC because we hadn't applied heat to it yet. They just assumed everybody was going to smoke their weed or cook with it or something. But see, that's just another reason. When I got busted for 2 counts of cells, I didn't do 1 day in jail. Not 1 day. It started this campaign. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. They can't prove what narcotics in it. They can't prove what narcotics in it. Just like they can't prove that we're on a spinning ball going through Earth, but they tell you we are. Well, I tell people not to buy dispensary. You always see your local guy. That's always, I've always say, see your local guy. He don't tax you. He don't take away your right to bear arms. You know what I mean? Dispensaries are a lot of traps and a lot of bad product. You never know what you're going to really get. Just like, buying on the street. You really don't know what you're going to get till you buy. But then they've got your license and stuff, and they can prove that you're associated with a Class 1 narcotic, which therefore you've given up your rights to bear arms and ammunition, federally. I mean, people they don't think, oh, we got pot here, it's legal. Yeah, not under federal law, it's not. And if they want to enforce that tomorrow, they can. A lot of shit's been changed just recently and whatnot. Different laws and build back better plans and all kinds of shit going on. Yeah, something's going to happen with cannabis, and I think it's going to be like the Texas thing. They're going to try and push the decriminalization, and idiots would vote for it. And that'd be the worst thing that could happen when it comes to cannabis. Do I agree with Yeah, I honestly think vaping is worse than cigarettes. Um, but they're their own type of killer. You know what I mean? Vaping, people always thought that was like a mist, a water mist, a vapor. No, vapor is a form of smoke. Therefore, that's why they can say they're vapes. You're taking a doggone vegetable oil, some type of oil. Very, very, very little whatever. Even with the cannabis pens, okay? You got very, 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 very minute of what you actually need in that product. The rest is filler and stuff. So you're smoking a lot of garbage and stuff through them vapes and putting it directly in your lungs. And when they had the metal coils and stuff, I think a lot of them went to ceramic now, but man, they've had a lot of problems with them vapes over the years. Not just cannabis. Any vape I'm against. And definitely worse than cigarettes. You laugh at global warming. Yeah, we got a lot of shit going on right now. We got a lot of shit going on right now with these. We're living in revelations. I wouldn't laugh at global warming, none of it. We're living in revelations right now, I think. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Spider-Man thing. Oh, I'm sure World Live. I'm sure. Anybody could be a troll. Oh, that would be cool. I smoked from the earth out in Ocean Beach. That was so cool. Walk out the cliffs, me and this girl I was dating at the time, and you find a piece of the sandstone and the cliff sticking out, and you take a pencil or a pen and you whittle a hole down and a hole into it. Before you know it, you've got it cleared out. You put your little piece of tin foil and a bud, and you smoke out of the earth at sunset, man, on the beach. There's nothing like it in the world. Absolutely. I'd love to do it again before I died. Absolutely stunning. How the hell do you smoke from an orange condom? Why do you need a college degree? I don't have a favorite fruit to smoke from. I really don't. An apple would be all right. I've never tried a banana or nothing. It's not a vapor. Vapor is a form of smoke. Therefore, it can be called smoke. What the hell? What the hell produces that? What the hell produces the thing? Hang on a sec. I want to see if it's somebody or not. I'll be right back. It's going to mute. right on, Will. What's the college degree got to do with anything? But to take a vape pen, you see the oil and shit in it, right? To take a vape pen, and it sucks over coal and heats up. What a dumbass to call that vapor. It's not vapor. They get away with calling them vapes because it is a form of smoke. I didn't say it was smoke. I said it was a form of smoke. Well, who called you to come on my channel? Take your college ass away. Dumbass, as far as I'm concerned, you can come here and argue all you want. I know what the hell a vape is. Just like I say, they try to tell me I'm on a spinning ball going through the middle of the universe. Bullshit. Hank will tell me that them vapes aren't oil. I used to sell the damn things when they were cigarette vapes. Where I bought them at, they mixed the oil with the flavoring, and then they added how many drops of nicotine, whether you wanted it to be, you know, this level, or this level. But it all started out with oil. Makes smoke. Nothing to do with the damn vape. Well, they weren't vapes. None of them are vapes. That's where they just use that. Yeah, I don't know. Hang on a second. Oh, I was going to... I didn't get a chance to answer. I was going to tell y'all to hold on a second, answer, but now I've all got hidden number calling. I never seen one that was 2 pieces. Now, I've seen them where they look like cigarettes and stuff. Like I say, I used to, when they first come out and stuff, I used to sell them out at the flea market. And, you know, every week or every other week, depending on how many I'd sell, I'd go back to her store and she'd hook me up with new flavors, whatever I needed. You know, I've always been impartial to New Mexico. I always been impartial to New Mexico. But Arizona is where I'm from and going back to and all that pretty much. Huh, I didn't know that. When I first had the vapes, you had your bottle. You had your bottle of fluid. And it was like a little, the filter was like a little cotton in there or something. God, it's been so long. And you put a couple of the drops in there on that. But it always had the oil and stuff. It's not vapor. It's a form of smoke. It's not vapor. Oh, look, we got an unknown, and they want to ask, well, you know what, if you weren't an unknown and someone I would think was serious or whatever, I would answer your questions like that. But if you want to be on the internet like unknown and whatnot, then why do you want to know if I have kids and stuff, would be my question. Pretty cool. Go around by the name unknown and asking people all kind of personal questions. That's a good one. Comet Mon. Well, these glasses don't last long. That one broke. I don't know what Del Rio means. Well, yes, I have one daughter. I was a single parent for 8 years. From age 3 to 11, I was a single parent. And then her mom took her from 11 till she grew up at 18. I have 6 grandkids. So yes, not only was I a father, I was a single parent for a while. Oh, grandkids are great. Kids are great. Oh, yeah, no, One World. I had my daughter on my own from age 3 to 11, 8 years. Her mom lived in Arizona and me and her lived in Florida. So I was a single parent from her age, not my age. Yeah. When she was 3, we went to Florida. And when she turned 11, I let her fly out and be with her mom. That's all Mama and Einstein do is fight. That's all y'all do is fight. Yeah, you and Mama just fight. Betty, she lays over there and minds her business most of the time, huh, Betty? Huh? You lay over there and be the cute one, don't you? No. You lay over there and be the cute one. Yes, you do. But she kicks butt when he messes with her, though. I think that's why he practices with Mom all the time, because Betty kicks his butt. Well, is Doug and everybody else still alive, Will? I haven't heard from nobody. They're stuck on that Facebook. Don't come over and say hi to me even every once in a while. Well, my friends, I guess it's about time for me to get out of here. Anything anybody wants to discuss before I decide to go? Questions, comments, concerns? Hey. Right on, One World. I'm getting ready to feed the dogs and cook me some dinner here in a minute. Huh. Feed these little critters. This one's growing like a weed. Oh, growing like a weed. Huh. You're growing like a weed, buddy. Oh shit. I can see that happening. I can see that happening. I take it everything was all right. And was he repoing, or was it a party that went wrong? I mean, you left me hanging there. I mean, he's got a stupid neighbor that would pull a gun on him. Because remember that one time I was over there? And that one neighbor had the younger kid with him, and he come up and knocked Doug upside the head with the baseball bat. That's when I went over there and shoved him down the hill a little bit. That was when Doug dotted the neighbor's eye, or pretty close to his eye if he didn't get his eye. I know he got a nice face shot in. Repo's been dangerous since the 70s. I'm sure it's gotten worse. It's all good and gravy when you know, you don't run across nobody crazy. But there's a lot of crazy people in this world. And they don't care, they don't think, you know. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, goodness sakes. Well, but you know, Doug had a point that I never really thought about it, but when I sat back and thought about it, it was way more dangerous for me to be out on the interstate or even a back road or something hooking up a car, the way people drive and shit. than repoing. Because if you didn't pay attention, yeah, somebody kill you in a heartbeat. Especially out on the interstates. You know? So it's just a dangerous job no matter. Well, if you're doing the, you know, highway tows and repos, that is. Yeah. Oh, I've had to dive on my truck and stuff in my, you know. Oh yeah, there've been a couple of really close calls. Luckily, I never had nobody plow into the back of my tow truck while I was loading or anything like that, but there are other people that's had that happen. So, yeah. Yeah, way too many idiots. It's about that time. Oh, no, I got a little bit left. I thought my thermos was empty too. Heck, I've almost stretched it out to an hour. Yeah, I got these guys to clean the soda out of my beard. Aw. Gonna be addicted to soda pop. Watch, I had the Humane Society called on me. We got a report you're letting your puppy lick your beard after ingested soda pop. Come on, it could happen. Goodness sakes. Oh, I turned my backs on them for a minute today. And that's what they did to my paper towels. Yeah. I didn't turn my back on them 5 minutes. I walked over, got a can of gas real quick, come back. They grabbed that, pulled it in, and was just having a good old time with it. They're worse than raising kids. Aren't you? You're worse than raising kids. Well, my friends, let me get out of here, I reckon. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When I get another Facebook thing set up, I will let people know. You'll get a invite and whatnot, and it will be a private account. So We'll see how that goes. The moon is no sun? What are you talking about? You're looking at the moon as no sun. Hell, it's bright as hell still here. It's still bright as daylight here, you know. I don't see a moon. We got clouds. Got my LEDs on. Oh, I've seen the moon and the sun at the same time a few times. And, you know, how do you do that when you're on a spinning ball there, Will? Nobody's answered that question to me. That's not the first time you've seen the sun and the moon, is it? No, it's cloudy. I don't know if I could or not. It's too cloudy to see the moon. It's too cloudy. I almost see the sun, but it's behind the buildings. But is that it right there? Is that it right there? And the sun's over there? Or is that just a cloud up there? I don't know. But I've seen the moon before. I'm on a clear day. On a clear day, yes, I have seen the moon and the sun at the same time. What people don't understand is, how do we see anything? How do we see a star? How do we see anything? Everything would have to be spinning. The universe, everything would have to be spinning the same speed that we are. Right or wrong? See, I learned that when I sat in the center of the starship or the gravitron. Everybody thinks you don't spin, but oh yeah, you spin. Otherwise, I couldn't see the people, and the people couldn't see me. We'd just be a blur to each other, as one was stationary and one was spinning. Physics. I ain't no damn college graduate or nothing, but I freaking know that much. Damn, getting low on gas again. Almost time to... Yeah. But see, if we was on the... Okay, round globe, they make you think that, like, up here is the sun. And on the other side of the world where it's dark, right? The other side of the globe, as they tell you, is dark over there. Just like the moon. It's got a light side and a dark side, right? Half of it's got darkness, half of it's got light, right? So, when we have the sun, they should have the moon. Correct? According to globes. According to have a globe. Well, how the hell do you have them on the same, you know? Something ain't adding up. But because of everything we've been told since we was a child, people don't question that. You know what I mean? But to me, it's obvious. It's really obvious. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. White Castle burger, right on. Yeah, well, we got talking again about a couple things. You never know when I'm going to be here or gone. You know, if people want to talk, I'll be here a little while. But if I sit here and I can't think of nothing to talk about and nobody asks or discuss nothing, then, you know, I think it's boring for me and whoever's watching. So, yeah. Damn, so that sucks. Damn. I'll be damned. 1987, I'll be damned. They say history repeats itself all the time. Wow. Damn it, man. I heard it washed out campers, all kinds of stuff. Just oh yeah, if it's what they say, yeah, you shouldn't, you know. Because remember, if you dig straight down, you'll be in China. If you could dig all the way through the earth, through the mantle, remember, you'll be China. Because I remember the question back in the school was, well, would you be upside down? At what point do you become right side up, you know? If the earth don't spin, how we go night and day? If you read the book of Enoch in the Bible, it tells you the sun and the moon move, not the earth. The sun and the moon move. They have their cycle. That is what moves. And they're inside of the firmament. They're not nowhere near as far away as people think or are told they are. They're right here in the firmament with us. I think. It don't really say if we're in the firmament or not. It may. But the sun and the moon move, not earth. Yeah, Will. But someone was saying something on TikTok this morning, though, about the Army Corps of Engineers screwed up and they didn't let enough water flow through that should have been, or this, that, and the other, or I don't know. So I don't know if that is rain, man-made, partial, both, what? I never heard anything else backed by it. Yeah, they flip over magically. Oh yeah, God did stop something. God, yeah, He can take the light away. Yeah, he produced it, absolutely. But it tells you, just like Ray, you probably think there's 12 months in the year, and you got 30 days, 31, whatever. No, that was all changed. Go look at the turtle. It has 28 and 13. 28 and 13. The turtle reminds you of the real calendar. Just like the Sabbath was Saturday, not Sunday. Yeah. Satan's the ruler of this planet. And he's changed a lot of things. And that's why we're supposed to study the basic instructions before leaving Earth and all, and try and find out as much as we can. Maybe if we don't, we're doomed to come back and repeat a life here again on hell. Everybody here answers the phone, hello. Nobody here answers it, heaven high. Right? Yeah, I mean, how do you get a 30-foot wall of water? You know? And just, you know? A lot of weird. Well, look at the dust storm out there in Vegas. That blew over 50 utility poles on Tropicana Boulevard. You know, 50 of them. Now I know it probably was like a chain reaction. One or two went, but just the force of it and all going at one is like a domino effect. You know. Because they all broke down at the base. I think once the first couple went over, they just carried down the line like dominoes did. Pop, 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 pop. I could be wrong. But I couldn't imagine 30 feet of water in it, you know. And what was it, like a little town in New Orleans? You know, New Orleans is what they call the fishbowl. That's why when it floods so bad and everything, they basically live below sea level and all. That's below sea level. Is that what it was? That camp or something was like way down in a deep ravine that all the rain within, you know, 50 miles is going to end up there or something? Because to raise 30 feet, that's biblical. I would think that's biblical. Or man-made destruction, whichever. Yep. I knew I read somewhere. Yeah, you're right. But see, that's why they left the book of Enoch out of the Bible. See, that should be one of the first questions people wonder. Well, how did the government get control of all of us and sell us land? Who gave it to them to sell in the beginning? You know, everything just leads back to, you know what I mean? How do we lose our rights to just go fishing where we want to? Or go hunting when we want to and stuff? Why do we have to, you know, just keep buying a car? You never really own it because you got to buy insurance, you got to buy tags to drive it, you know? And the shit goes on and on. Your house, you got to pay land taxes and everything. It's I don't know. Has anybody ate it? Covers the White Castle. Oh, I didn't know they had a rival. Now, I did have some burgers, mini burgers from someplace one time. I forget who made them, but they were pretty damn tasty. But rat burgers will always be rat burgers. I don't know if anybody could make the same rat burger. Yeah, I don't know. That might be a place where, I don't know. Somebody brought me some when I was out doing like this, and somebody brought me some. It could have been clovers. I have no idea, but they were pretty good. Hey, mama dog. Hey, mama dog. You ain't tired out yet from puppy dog? Mama dog and puppy dog? Mama dog and puppy dog? Hell, I couldn't tell you what the rapper was. Yeah, I wouldn't remember. Got nothing. I'll be down. Well, my friends, let me get on out of here so I can get these dogs fed. Lily wants to go out real bad. I gotta let her out, get the dogs fed, get dinner made for myself, fill up the generator before I go to bed, things like that. I appreciate each and every one of you, my friends. Please catch me back here tomorrow at noon or 3. I don't mean 3, 7. 7. Noon or 7. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'll be here. I hope everybody has a wonderful and great evening. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can all get along. My dogs love you, I love you, and Jesus loves you. Have a great evening, folks. Peace.